Hey guys, Ignatius here with Foam Fight Club. I had someone ask me recently how to make a pommel out of craft foam, pommel, super simple pommel to make. So I decided just to make a video on it of me making one. So a few things you're gonna need, obviously, the sticky back craft foam you can buy at Walmart. Some cloth tape, also buy at Walmart. Just a simple pair of scissors and your sword. So once you get to the step in sword building where you get to your pommel and you just want to make a super simple, easy, quick pommel, not necessarily super durable, it'll probably wear out after a few practices or an event or something like that, but it's super easy to replace, super easy to make. So first thing you're going to do is take your craft foam. You're going to measure about the width of where your pommel will sit. Usually I just give about 1.5 to 2 inches at the end of the sword handle. And then you're gonna cut long ways down the strip in that fashion. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. And then before you start wrapping it, you're also gonna wanna put a piece across the bottom here. You can put a penny there first and then put it over, or whatever you wanna do. As long as it's covered and soft and won't poke through. So, let's see. So usually I'll make a square like that. Put the square over the top. And then just cinch it down. Doesn't have to be super perfect looking because you're gonna wrap around it anyway, so it looks like that. Then you're gonna take your strip and you're gonna go around with the strip this way. So we're gonna wrap, all the way around. All right, and then you'll have something like that. It'll take a few more wraps, okay? You're gonna keep wrapping it with equal size strips until you get a 2-inch cross section per the or rule book or whatever rules that your foam game has. So let's see, cut another strip here, measure out the width. Measure another strip because I know I'll need it. You'll need about 3 strips at least, and then maybe a 4th strip just to go over the 2 inches if you want to be super safe. So right about there. Cut our strip here. Now we start wrapping. Make sure this is on camera so you can see. Just wrapping all the way around. Okay, at about, let's see, we'll do one more wrap and then we'll do the top of it. So another wrap here. 3rd wrap all the way around. All right, we got that now. Next thing you're gonna do once you get about 3 wraps on there, and 3 wraps would be 3 strips all the way down of a standard size piece of craft foam. Then we're gonna put another cap on top, just like we did at the beginning, except a bigger one to cover the whole top of this. So for that, I will need another square. None of these measurements have to be super perfect, just something that'll fit over the top. That might even be a little too big, so I'll probably cut off a little bit off the side here. Something like that. You can see it'll cover over the top. You want it to be just a little bit bigger so that the edges can wrap around the edges of the circle. So now we've got this here, boom, and we're just gonna cinch it down. So you got something like that now. Starting to look better. And now we're gonna get one more wrap around it so that it keeps those bubbled up edges down. So we'll measure out another strip here. We're gonna just use this to measure out the width of the strip. Last strip here. And this one you can give a little torque on it just to get those edges down, make sure they're squished nice and flat, or round I should say. Let's go all the way around with it. You have something looking like that. All right, you're gonna give a little squish on there, make sure you don't feel the core too much and it's nice and squishy, which it is. Don't feel any core there, just the squish. All right. Now, one thing I forgot that you'll also need is measuring tape of some kind. I'm gonna grab that. All right, so I got my measuring tape, okay? You're gonna wanna make sure it's at least 2 inches across. So let's go ahead and measure this one. And this one sits, oh, we got a little buddy over here. Go great. All right, we're back. That was Draven, wanted to say hi. But you can see here, we're like right on the edge there. So what I'm gonna do just to make sure, just to be extra safe that it passes and everything like that, is I'm gonna put another strip around. I'm gonna cut one more strip out. Strip there. And every time you put a new strip on, you're gonna find where the last strip ended and you're just gonna continue on from there. So, that. Some torque on it, because we know we're right about at the edge of that 2 inches. So it doesn't need to be super wide from there. All right, and there we go. Measure it one more time, see where we're at. All right, so now we're definitely at that 2 inches. You can see it comes right in between the two outer layers. And plus we're still gonna add some more tape around it too, so it's gonna get a little bit fatter. So now you'll take your cloth tape, and just like you would with like the head of your sword, you're gonna tape down in like a star to cover the entire pommel and secure it somewhat to the core. Most of the securing is done by the sticky back itself, but this just adds a little bit more and covers it in the cloth cover that it requires. Use my scissors. First strip on there. And you know where I'm going with this, so I'm not gonna hold it up here the entire time I do it. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish it up real quick so we can get on with it. And final strip. So it should be 4 strips all together in order to cover the entire pommel. And there we go. Now we have a finished pommel. It's all wrapped. The last thing I would do is wrap it around this way with your grip tape or whatever you're going to use for the grip of the handle, and you're gonna wrap it all the way down the handle, securing down the torque of the blade as well as the cloth tape around the pommel. Hope this helped you guys with sword building, just to make something quick and easy. I know a lot of times the pommel is the most frustrating part of building the sword, just because there's so many different ways you can do it, and you know, it's just one of those things you don't really think about too much. But that is a sticky back craft foam pommel. Make sure when you go to Walmart and you buy those craft foam strips that it is the sticky back, because they also sell non-sticky craft foam as well. So make sure you get the sticky back. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment or PM me. Thanks, guys.